Hello, my dear friends. How are you all? I'm your friend Nitin Goel, your teacher, your coach, your mentor for this particular course, Accounting for Non-Commerce Students. And as we are already heading towards our fourth lecture today, so just to brush up what we have done in the previous lectures. So as you can see in the Excel, so we discuss about the brief introduction about the course, where we discuss about the topics which we are going to cover. So today we are going to continue with some of the concepts on accounting equation. Then we will come on different concepts of accounting. In accounting, we will cover all these topics. Then we will come to management accounting, and then we will be covering different topics on management accounting as well. All right, so there will be around 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 5 topics in management accounting and almost 8 topics in financial accounting. So it's not going to be short journey. You have to be having a patience that you have to learn a lot. Okay, then we discuss about the basic terms in accounting. I hope these are very much clear to you. And then we discuss about the accounting equation with an example. What is the meaning of accounting equation? Certain key points. And then after we discuss about assets and liabilities and owner equity and impact of different transactions. So today I'm going to discuss you with some more concepts on accounting equation, which will help you to have clear understanding on how to take into consideration any transaction and its impact on assets or liability or both. So what we can do is we are going to make some sort of discussion like this. Let me take out some more space for transactions. I will write on the transaction on this side. So let me just say assets. Now I'm not going to define with you like individual items. I'm going to take only 3 items right now. This is our complete 3-4 set table. I will try my level best to make you things very clear in a very simplified manner. Okay. So in the first column, we are going to take transactions. Second, we are going to take assets. Rather, I should say impact on asset. Then impact on liability. Then impact on capital or owner's equity. Why I am doing this way accounting understanding? Because this will make you clear the concepts very easily, right? It will become very easy to understand any transaction impact on assets and liabilities, because whatever happens in accounting, that only taken in two aspects, assets and liabilities. And when we say liabilities includes owner's equity as well as other liabilities. But right now, for the reference sake, we are going to deal it separately. So right now, if I start with transactions, I'm just going to take transactions. I'm not going to say plus or what is the amount. Rather, we are going to focus upon the particular transactions, and you have to identify whether asset is there or liability is there, which asset, which liability, or what will be the impact. Now, when you see impact you always consider like plus and minus. If you will be able to understand plus and minus in your particular understanding of accounting transactions, then your plus minus in asset or liability or both, it will become very easy. So let's start. Started business with cash. So if you see that what has happened, the business has got, you remember in the last lecture we discussed, we are business, we are not anything else, but we are business. So we have to be very clear on this part, that we are talking about a business. So business got cash. So what we got? Cash. Cash is an asset. So what will be the impact in asset? We will say plus cash, means asset will be plus, and what will be the I will say only plus. Okay, plus. So plus means it's going to be a plus in asset, and also it's a liability, but whose liability? It's a liability of the owner, so it will be again plus in the capital. So I will have to consider it like this because it is going to take. So I will write alphabets rather than numbers, because otherwise Excel will take the formula and I cannot select or deselect the cells otherwise. So let us go in the center part. So let's say, so it's going to be plus in asset and plus in owner's equity. Why? Because it is the business started by the owner. Next, purchased goods for cash. So when we are purchasing goods for cash, what is happening? Plus one asset, that is plus goods, and also here only, and minus cash. So what is happening? The impact is coming, both impacts are coming on goods, on the assets only, not on any liability. If I continue with this, purchased goods, we remember we discussed in the last class, we discussed about the term on account or on credit, same thing. So that means what we got plus in goods and simultaneously there is a impact on the liability, not owner's equity. We got one plus creditor, or you remember account payable or account payable. This way you have to just simply go ahead with each and every transaction, and after that the golden rule is that after each and every transaction the assets will always be equal to liabilities. That there is no compromise on this part. Let's see, sale of goods worth let's say 200 for 500. So what happened? We have reduced the goods of 200, so minus goods 200. But we have got money. How much money we received? And plus cash 500. Plus cash 500. But there is a profit which is involved. Profit is of 300, and profit belongs to whom? Profit is a liability or asset. In the previous lecture we discussed profit is a liability of the company, and the profit goes to the capital, to the owner. So in the capital or owner's equity, in the owner's equity there will be plus profit 300, because this 300 profit is belongs to our capital. Next, let us continue with the sale of goods only. Sale of goods worth 500 for 400. Now this time we are selling the goods of 500 for 400, means we have got a loss. So what happens? Minus goods, how much? 500, and plus cash 400, because we got plus cash in 400, but simultaneously there is a loss of 100. So if it is a profit we add to the capital, if it is a loss we minus from capital only. Loss 100. I'm not making complete chart because this way is helping you to make a note, because I am right now making some sort of things, because the lecture name, if you see, we have mentioned here accounting equation concept. So you're understanding the concept about it. So let us continue more things. Paid salaries to staff. Now what happens in the case of salaries? Whenever you have any expense, see the impact of expense on profit or loss. Are you understanding? See the impact of expenses on profit or loss. Now look at it. If my expenses are there, what will happen to profit? Profit will increase or decrease? Definitely profit will decrease. So ultimately who will get less profit? Owner will get less profit. So ultimately whatever salary you have paid, it will be minus from cash, and because it is going to reduce profit of the company, it will be minus from capital. because that is an expense. So expense lead to decrease in the, rather I should say expense will increase, profit will decrease, and profit will decrease means it is going to impact directly to the capital. Similarly, received rent. When we say rent, it is an income. We have received. If we receive anything, it's an income. So income will be there. So we say plus cash, definitely plus cash, or bank balance, whatever way it is coming. Simultaneously, what will happen? Impact on profit again. If we have received any income, the profit will go high, and ultimately who will get the benefit? The owner will get the benefit. So plus in capital. I hope that things are becoming little clear and very systematic. Now comes very good transaction which I really enjoy. Owner's drawings of goods worth 500. We have certain goods in our own company. The owner will not go and buy the goods from outside the outside shop or outside any other company if the goods are available in the company itself. So what will happen? Now the owner is going to withdraw goods for his personal use. Therefore, we call it drawings. You remember in accounting basic terms, we have discussed about this term, drawings. Here it is. Okay. So that is we have discussed. So we are continuing based upon whatever we have done in the previous lectures. So now drawings, owner's drawings of goods worth 500. So what will happen? Number one, it will minus our goods for sure, because goods have been reduced 500. But because we have taken it out, that way our capital in the company has reduced, because owner has not paid money to the company. That means whatever money they have deposited in the company in the beginning, that money he is withdrawing from the company. So that much amount will be minus from capital. I hope you are understanding this part easily, right? Let us have some more transactions. Salary, let us say wages. Wages due, not paid. Wages are due, not paid. Any cash payment? The answer will be no. Any payment you have made? No. Is it asset or liability? The answer will come liability, which we have to pay to outsiders. So we write down plus as outstanding wages. So this we have to pay. So we will create one particular column of outstanding wages and we'll say this much amount is due. But what is the next impact? There is always going to be two impact. There is not going to be a single impact on anything. So there is any plus. So either it should go on asset and plus other side, which is not possible because it is not asset. So what happened? It is an expense. Any expense, whether you paid or not paid, it is an expense for the year. And expense will do, expense have impact directly on the profit. The profit will reduce. So ultimately who will get the impact? Capital. So we'll say minus from capital. So this much amount will be reduced from the capital. Anything which will not be clear, you can put in the comment section, and so that I can clarify in the coming doubt session or whatever we can take. Let's say commission due, not received. Commission is not received. That means we have rendered our service, we have helped the company to get some sales or whatever, but we have not got the commission on time. So what will happen? That means it is an asset or liability. Think about it. You have to receive some money from somebody. Is it your asset or liability? You own it or you owe it? Certainly the answer will be I own it. It is my money. So it becomes my asset. So what will happen? It will be plus in asset, as we call it outstanding commission, means to be received, or we can call it commission receivable. We can put it like this. Now on the other side, any cash involved? No, it is to be received, but it is an income. Ultimately, think about income and expenses. It is an income, whether received or not received. Later on, we will discuss in another accounting concepts. What is the concept of accrual or cash system? We will discuss later on. Right now, because we are starting, so think like a conceptual understanding. So what will happen to the other part? It will be plus in capital, because any income will increase profit and profit will be given to capital only. Anything else we can do? Okay, let's say sold, wait, sorry, purchased furniture from, let's say some finicky name, Spider-Man and Sons, Spider-Man and Company. Okay, he will not sell the furniture, but it's okay. We can take any ambiguous name, any fiction name. So we have purchased furniture. What happened to this? Plus furniture. Now the thing is, are we given any statement relating to is it a cash purchase or it is a credit? No. Now note it and listen to this very carefully. If in any transaction of sale or purchase, I am repeating it, if in any transaction of sale or purchase, party's name is given, but nothing is mentioned about cash payment or cash receipt, then it is considered as credit or on account transaction. Clear? So please, if you are still not getting, rewind it, listen to it, make your notes. I will not write each and every statement. I just want you to be active listener and be a participant. So plus furniture, that is one thing. But simultaneously, have we paid money? No, it's a liability. So in the liability, we will write plus Spider-Man and Company. Now the question is, I am going to highlight this particular cell so that you will not forget that what I want to explain you now. Sir, when we have done in the any credit transaction in the past, we said creditor or account payable, but and or outstanding wages. But right now again we are buying something, but we are writing party's name. Why? Because we are not buying goods, we are buying furniture. Spelling was wrong. बता दिया करो. You should tell me ना. Furniture. And furniture is not our goods. We are going to deal with goods. For some time the Excel is not responding. We will have to have patience. It is like you have to be in queue. Maybe it has taken some sort of confusion in my entries, but it will settle. It will. Last class also it was showing some tantrums, you can say na. Maybe the Excel want to be more participative, bring more participation from the students. Okay, in the meantime again it is not responding. So in the meantime, please encourage your students, friends and other people to subscribe to this course, subscribe to this channel, Nitin Goel classes on YouTube, Nitin Goel classes on Instagram for my funny activities on Instagram, whatever I do. So please see, Excel said stop promotion, come back to the class. Okay, now let's start. So purchase furniture from Spider-Man and Company. So it is a furniture, not goods. So it will be added as a separate identity's name. You cannot say it is going to be the same as creditor or account payable. Okay, let's get sold goods to Phantom and Company. Now let us see all the comic characters. Now again, is it a cash transaction or credit transaction? The answer is very clear. It is a credit transaction because cash is not mentioned, payment is not mentioned. Now we have sold goods. So sold, so means minus from goods. So I make a column. What is the next impact? Is it a liability? Answer is no. Is it a capital or profit or loss? Answer is no. Nothing is mentioned about pricing of the goods or cost or sale price. Then what is left? We have sold our goods, but we have not received money. From whom? It is on account. So we will write plus in. Shall I write Phantom and Company? I will write simply in the accounting equation plus in accounts receivable. I hope things are becoming easy. Okay. Sold goods to any other character, comic character. I'm really bad in comic characters names. Okay, okay. Whose name I should take now? Okay, let us take over SRK. You know SRK? Shah Rukh Khan. है ना? Sold goods to SRK worth 500 for 700. Now I think you have become smart enough to understand all this. Okay. So we have sold goods to SRK for 500 for 700. Worth 500. So how many goods minus? Minus goods 500. This is clear. Now is it a cash transaction or credit transaction? The answer is again there is no payment mentioned. So it is a credit transaction. So plus account receivable. How much? We have to receive 700. Profit or loss? The answer is profit of 200. Who will get the profit? Profit will be given to capital. See how easy it has become now. So any expense, capital, any loss, capital minus, any profit, capital plus, any income, capital plus. Party's name not given, credit transaction. Party's name given but also given against cash. Let us see one more transaction. Okay. Purchased goods from Nitin Goel for cash 300. Is it a cash transaction or credit transaction? The answer is cash transaction. What will happen? Plus in cash and minus in goods. Clear? Again, sold goods to KK worth, no, I am adding more transactions. Sold goods to KK worth 300 for 200 for cash. A cash transaction or credit transaction? The answer is cash transaction. So party's name, we are not interested party's name. So what will happen? Did I mistake something? Control Z. Oh, I have overwrite. Sold goods to KK worth 300 for 200 for cash. So what will happen? Plus cash. How much? 200. Goods reduced. Goods minus how much? 300. Impact, next impact. Still on the left side we have impact of 100. 100 shortage is going on. Goods were worth 300. How much we received money? 200. There is a loss or profit? The answer will be big loss. So loss will be subtracted from minus 100 from capital. As simple as that. If you are going to understand accounting in a very systematic way, easy way, look at the concept, look at the transaction, look at the asset and liability part, I am promising you, you will never get any sort of disappointment while learning accounting. Today I thought I will be doing questions like this, but again that questions will be like spoon feeding. Then again you will try to recall that transaction. So today I thought, although I remember the last lecture I promised you that I will take one more question. Then I was giving it a thought, what should I teach the student that it should become an impression in the mind rather than memorizing the question and solution. So I think this accounting question concept part will be of more help to you, and I think that is going to create an impact on you. So what we are learning today, we are learning the impacts only, impacts on assets, impacts on liabilities, impacts on anything else. So I think that is really good for us to understand impact of our studies also. All right. So I think today's lecture we will sum up here only, so that slowly and gradually, don't be in a hurry to complete accounting in this way. If you want to complete this accounting module very fast, then link is given in description. You can cross check, and otherwise stay with me. Slowly and gradually we will cover up the entire syllabus one by one. If you want to go with a fast approach, then entire link of all the lectures is given in the description. There also you can go and check. Otherwise, here you will get it in systematic way. All right, so that's it for today. Now, before we go, as I always say, if you have attended the lecture, kindly pay my fees. If you are attending the first time, kindly subscribe the channel. And if you have already subscribed, share this with your friends and your family, anybody who want to learn accounting. If you know anybody who's doing MBA, MTech, BTech, LLB, manager position, but they are not knowing anything about accounting, they are engineering background students, B Pharma or something, but they have to learn accounting. Please share this channel to all those people who want to learn accounting. Also, if you are feeling happy with the channel, you want to help the support the channel, there is a button of super thanks. You can use that also to support the channel. And again, as I mentioned, on YouTube, all the lectures are going to be free. But yes, if you want to go with the rapid fire things, description links are always given. You can refer to that. All right. So all the best. See you in the next lecture with the new topic. As I told you, this Excel is becoming a very good book for us, conceptual book. So next class, we will be covering concepts. Concepts of, rather I will say concepts in accounting. So it is going to be like theory session of the accounting basic accounting part. So don't miss that. Be in the lecture. I am not making the lectures for members only, that you have to pay in as a member. No, you or anybody can attend this lecture free of cost. Just be on the channel. Keep subscribing, keep sharing, keep liking, and send me goody comments also. And if you have already done accounting with me earlier, join it as a refresher course and continue the series. And sooner or later, I will come out with more such modules on financial management, on taxation, or auditing, or whatever course I know. I am not hiring any teachers for you, but yes, whatever come, it will be for you. All the best. Have a good day. Take care.